get some fresh air once in a while.
Yeah, we cannot. The bad air from machine smoke and smoke.
Oh no.
Like all that.
Oh right.
Hey, you're a head start. Come on, make me a head start. Hala, dee-dum-dee-bum.
Oh my God. Fresh air, hot sun, so hot. It's so.
The sun is not making it too bad.
Weather. My skin is so hot.
So good. It's not.
I'm sweating.
It's not hot at all.
I'm sweating so much.
It's not hot at all.
Well, at least our skin protects us.
I won't waste our voice and then relax for the nice
No,
air.
but I gotta tell the viewers, honey.
Oh.
As I was saying, it's super hot, but luckily the skin provides extra protection from this blaze and heat.
I'm having a happy time. We can swim in the pools.
How can you manage to get all of that heat off?
Yeah, but I don't know. But I love. Right now we're in shade, happy shade. Great sundown. Hey, viewers, catch up. Make me catch up with you, viewers. Yeah.
See you later, sis.
Whoa, bye. Whoa.
I'm so close to the screen right now.
Hey.
Oh my God, I'm getting so much sweat.
But I have a question about the human body.
What?
What makes us like breathe like in the coldness and be hot and get sweat
Like how we feel stuff?
like right now? Like how you're feeling.
Like sweating, shivering, like that?
Yeah.
It's all because of our integumentary system. I'm so sweaty.
Hey, you know the sun is so beautiful. Like it looks like the weather smells right.
There are three things that I am right now. Sweaty. Did I mention sweaty already?
Okay, here comes the fun part. Oh yes, woo! Whoa! Oh, I cannot do that much. I'm too slow. Hi.
After all that biking, I've been so hot and sweaty. I'm tired. But what is this organ that makes us so sweaty and cools us down? Duh, it's the skin, aka the integumentary system. The integumentary system is an organ system comprising of the skin and hair and nails, basically your exterior. The organs of your integumentary system are your skin, your hair, and your nails. First, we'll be talking about the skin. Now, the skin. The skin is an awesome organ. It's our biggest organ, and it covers our whole entire body. It has many organs inside it, and it comprises of three layers: the epidermis, dermis, and the hypodermis. So, let's start with the epidermis. The epidermis is the outer layer of the skin. It hosts cells, skin cells. at the bottom of the epidermis, which is not far away from the surface, skin cells get born. So skin cells, it takes about I would say a week, and by the time the skin cells rise up to the top of your skin, they're dead. So basically, your outer surface of the skin is where dead cells are, and it's very protected too. Now we have the dermis. The dermis is a really, really big layer, the biggest, and it houses several organs and blood vessels and even nerve endings. I'll explain those organs right now. So first, the obvious one, hair. So hair starts at the beginning of the dermis, the end of the dermis, where there is a hair follicle, where hair takes place being born. And attached to the hair are your fabulous sweat and oil glands. So sweat and oil glands do a big favor for you by cooling you off in the heat. That's why I get sweaty a lot when I bike. So the sweat glands make sweat, and they have little endings, holes that reach the surface of the skin called pores. Yep. So once the sweat reaches the top, it gets evaporated and thus cools you down. Now, attached to the hair are oil glands, and oil glands make up a substance called sebum, which makes your skin sticky when you go outside and haven't took a bath for a while. Now, we go to the blood vessels and the nerve endings. Now, the blood vessels and nerve endings are really important because they blood supply to all your cells in the skin. And your nerve endings, they detect temperatures like hot. And when you're hot, the nerve endings send messages to the brain to release more sweat and more sebum. Your blood vessels tighten to make sure that there is more. Now, when you're cold, which I'm definitely not right now, your blood vessels, they enlarge it to make sure that your blood is safely within, that your more nice blood is safely within your skin. And the nerves tell the brain to shiver and get goosebumps. Now, we also have those nerve endings detect textures like smooth marble floors or salty, no, not salty, that's for taste, rough grass like the one I'm standing on right now, and the touch of another's hand to shake hands and hug. Now, the last layer of the skin is called the hypodermis. It stores a lot of fat. The hypodermis is also known as the subcutaneous fat layer. And the hypodermis stores a lot of fat. Why do we need fat? Really, why? Because the fat helps the body keep warm. It stores all that goodness. Now, those are the 3 layers of the skin. Congrats! But what happens if the epidermis is broken? Like, what I mean is when you get a scratch or injury. We'll be talking about that right now, how you heal an injury. For more details on how to heal an injury, like how you heal an injury, check out my immune system video in Jagan's channel. Now, when you fall and get an injury, germs from the air just rapidly start going inside your epidermis and into your dermis. Just when the germs go into the dermis, the blood vessels break open and outflow blood to form a blood clot to heal your skin. In the meanwhile, white blood cells are gulping down the remaining germs that escaped to the dermis. And the platelets form a hard scab that will last for a few weeks and then fall off. And your skin is as good as new. So So that's how you heal an injury. Now, we're talking about the lightness and darkness of your skin. Now, come closer and I'll tell you about it. So, melanin is a substance that is inside your cells. And it protects you from the radioactive heat and chemicals from the sunlight. So the more melanin you have, the more darker your skin will get. And the less melanin you have in your cells, the lighter your skin. Now there's also freckles. Freckles are tiny, they're most visible on your face, and they're tiny groups of melanin cells that form to get a bump. They're mostly on your face, but can also be seen on your shoulders and arms. To sum up, we learned about the skin and its 3 layers, the epidermis, the dermis, and the hypodermis, which contain a lot of important stuff, including sweat glands, oil glands, blood vessels, nerves, and even fat. We also discussed about how your body heals an injury or scratch. And finally, we learned about the lightness and darkness of your skin and how melanin contributes to it. Now we're gonna learn about my very own hair, and your hair too. So let's begin. It's gonna become a hairy adventure. Hair, hair, hair! Every part of your body, no matter how small or large, every part of your skin is covered with hair. Hair protects your body, and it also makes you look stylish, like my lavender. Now, your terminal hairs are the hair that grows on your head, long and big, like my lovely lavender. Terminal hairs only grow on your head, and they protect you from various types of dangers, including ultra-radioactive rays from the sun. Also, there are vellus hairs, tiny, tiny little hairs that surround your skin. They are tiny and they have a short life cycle. But what is their life cycle? We'll get to that. So the life cycle of hair is very short. First, it starts at the bottom of the hair follicle, where tiny little melanin cells are starting to grow and grow and grow. So then it turns into a little hair that grows bigger and bigger, and as it grows bigger, it gets pushed off the follicle and onto the surface. Then it falls off, and new cells start beginning to create more hairs and more hairs. Now, we also have different types of hair. They come out in different forms. It depends on how we comb it, like maybe curly, straight, long, short. Those are some examples. Now, to sum up about the hairiest hair adventure, we learned about the different types of hair called vellus and terminal hairs, and we also learned about the life cycle of a hair, and lastly, we learned about its protection and the different types of hair you can grow with. I love my hair. Now, lastly, we're going to be talking about your fingernails and toenails, basically nails. Now we're talking about our very own nails. Let's first discuss the parts of a nail and then how your nail can get into trouble. We'll save the baddest for later. It's the same thing. First, we start with the root, where the nail grows. It's at the bottom. And then we have the lunula, which is a beautiful thing at the bottom of your nail, next to the root. It got its name from the Latin word luna, which means moon, as you would guess. And finally, we have the vesicle, which is over here. Now, there are some dangers for being a nail, and it all depends on if you like biting nails or not. First, you can get a hangnail. Germs from your hands, like nails, eating your food, your socks, the grass, all contain germs and dust. And when you bite your nails, they can come in your mouth. So you need to be really careful when biting nails. And also, there's one more thing. You could also get a hangnail, which is a painful infection on the side of your nail. It can cause a scratch. And also, there's one more really, really dangerous thing you could get. Perinephia! Fancy word. As scary as it sounds, Perinephia is a very painful and icky infection on the root of your nail. And it can cause serious problems. So you have to really protect your nails. I have to really protect my nails too. We all depend on nails. Nails give us protection. So, to sum up today's summary of skin and integumentary, we learned about the skin, its 3 layers, and how it gets rid of an injury, and the different types of skin. Next, we learned about the life cycle of a hair, the different types of hair, and the different styles, like my lovely lavender. Lastly, we have the nails, which can cause infection if you bite them, and the parts of them with the lovely lula. So, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to Jagan's channel for more videos and fun. And I hope you have a happy learning time learning about anatomy and the skin. Bye! Okay, how do I get off this?